Hi everyone. In this video, I will show you how to set up Kali Linux 2021 in VirtualBox and VMware Workstation Player and VMware Workstation Pro. So in this video, we would be using the official images provided by Kali Linux for VirtualBox and VMware Workstation. So this actually takes really less time and then the process is really smooth. So we should be able to set up our Kali Linux environment within 5 minutes using using Kali Linux VirtualBox and VMware images. Now to get started, let's go ahead and download the official images from Kali.org website. So click on downloads, and this will take us to the download page. Now this is the download page. Now once we scroll to the bottom, we would see download Kali VirtualBox images. So we have got images for Kali Linux, for VMware, and then Kali Linux for VirtualBox. Now click on this offensive security VM download page. This will actually take us to the page where we can download the images. So here what we have is these two images. So this is around 2.4 GB in size. So I have already downloaded these two images. Now let me go ahead and then start the installation process. So in my downloads folder, I can see the downloaded images. Now these two images that you see, this Kali Linux 2021 one. So this is for VMware, and then this is for VBox AMD 64 OVA. So this is for this is for VirtualBox. So let's go ahead and start the installation process. Now let me go ahead and start and open VMware Workstation Pro. So this is where I'll be starting. I will be setting up Kali Linux first. All right. So here you see that under preference, right? You see this is the default folder where VMware Workstation actually stores all the virtual image files. So this is under your documents folder, virtual machine. So what I would do is that I would go ahead and copy the VMware files, okay, and then copy it inside the document folder here like this. So this is only for convenience. You don't really have to do it, right? So, but normally I prefer to do it. Now, what you see is that this is the 7Z file, right? So you'll have to have 7Z installed on your system. So now what you have to do is to go ahead and extract the file. So using 7Z, I would go ahead and then extract, click on extract. The files are actually getting extracted. So this contains all the virtual image files, right? So after extraction, this will consume about 10 GB of space. So make sure that you have at least 10 GB of space available on your system. So let's wait for the extraction to complete. Now you see that that the extraction is over. Now you see this is all the VMware Kali Linux virtual machine files. So normally what I do is that I rename this folder just for my convenience. Okay. So now this looks good. Kali Linux 2021.1. Okay. Now the process is very simple. All I have to do now, the process is very simple. All I have to do is to go to VMware Workstation, right, and open the folder. So now you see that open a virtual machine. So click on this one and let's go to the documents folder, right, where we have extracted the virtual machine. So here in this, now we go to the folder where we have extracted. Now we have to open this file VMX, right? So you see it automatically shows you this. So click on open now. Okay. So this will start loading the virtual machine. Now you see, now when you open this one, you see that it gives us some instructions also. Okay. And the most important thing is that it will give you the default username and password. So which is Kali is the username and Kali is the password. Okay. Now, before I turn on the virtual machine, I would go ahead and then actually edit my virtual machine settings. Okay, so let me go ahead. Right now, let me go to processor. I would actually allocate 4 cores here. So total number of processors is actually 4 that I have. It's okay for me. Memory, I would actually go ahead and allocate 8 GB. Okay, since I've got 24 GB RAM, I should be able to do this, right? Under display, what I would do is that I would click on accelerate 3D graphics. Okay, use leave this as it is. Use host settings for monitors. Okay, and then check this one, stretch mode. All right, we are done. Click on OK. Now what we have to do is to just turn on or click on this one, power on virtual machine. Now that's it. Now if it, here you see that if you don't know, now we are actually directly opening the virtual machine, right? So there is no setup required, nothing, right? So it is just asking me, right, have you moved this virtual machine or copied it, right? And here you see that if you don't answer, if you don't know, answer, I copied it. So I normally I go ahead with this with the default one. So I copied it. Okay. Now you see the virtual machine process would actually start here. So it is actually booting up. Okay. Now let's wait for the login screen. Now here you see that we have reached the login screen. So what we have to do is to enter the username and password. So username and password is Kali and password is also Kali. Okay. Login. Right. Now this will actually log us into the Kali Linux virtual machine. You see the process is very simple. That's it. You have to do. So there is no wait time. You don't really have to wait wait for the installation to complete or install Kali Linux separately. All you have to do is to extract the files and open the VMX file. Right now, let's go ahead and switch to full screen mode. Let's see what happens. Now let's go ahead and switch to full screen side. Right, and let's look at the screen resolution. Okay, so here we go, and then under display here, so display, now you see I've got this native 1920 by 1080 resolution VM. All right, so everything is actually working out fine. Now what I have to do is to create so what I have to do is to go ahead and then create a root user, right? So here you see that we have this Kali at so this is the default user. Let's type who am I? You would see Kali. Now type sudo su. Okay, password would be the same Kali. Right? Now we have to create the root user. Now to create the root user, we have entered this command. PASSWD root. Right? Now it will ask for the root password. Now set your root password. Okay. Now retype it. Now that's it. You see that password updated successfully. Let's click on exit. Right. Close this one and let's try to log in using our root credentials. Okay. So here let me see switch user. Okay. And now let's log in with our root credentials. So root password is what we have set up, right? And that's it. We have logged in as the root. So you see this process is so simple. Now let me type who am I. All right. So the answer is root. Okay. Now you don't really have to install Kali. You don't really have to install VMware tools. It gets installed automatically. So that's it. So what you have to do is to now let me go ahead and then shut down the system. Let's say let me go ahead and then shut down the system. Okay. Now power off is good for me. Okay. So now this I did this for Kali for VMware Workstation Pro. Okay. Now let me go ahead and open VMware Player. So the process is the same. Let me open VMware Workstation Player 16. Okay, so this actually opens up VMware Player. Now the process is the same here. Now let me redo this thing again for VMware Play, right? So after you have copied it here, now let me go ahead and then delete this one. So it is so easy to get rid of the virtual machine that we have created. All you have to do is to delete, right? Now let me go ahead and then delete this virtual machine. Now that's it. I've actually got rid of the virtual machine now. So now let me repeat the same process for VMware Workstation Player. Now again go ahead and then extract it. Okay, so 7-zip, extract here to complete. Now again this will take about 10 GB of space. So make sure that you have 10 GB available. Now you see that the process is complete. Now let me go ahead and rename the folder. So I would call it as Kali Linux 2021.1 because this is convenient. All right. So let me open a VMware player. Now you see open a virtual machine. Click on this one. Go to the place where you have extracted the VM. So let me go to downloads and virtual machine. This is where I have extracted this, right? Okay. Now again the same thing here. So click on VMX to open up the VM, right? Now you see again here edit virtual machine, right? So under let me go ahead and then edit the virtual machine settings. So normally I provide four cores because I have got an i7 system, so I should be able to do. And then memory I allocate it as 8 GB. Okay, and under display I check on accelerated 3D graphics. All right, click on OK. And all again here the username and password is Kali Linux. So let me go ahead and then play this virtual machine. Okay, so again click on I copied it and then wait for the VM to actually start. Now you see the Kali Linux VM has actually started, so there is no need to install anything. All you have to do is to log in. So let's wait for wait for the login stage. So that's it. Now the username is Kali and password is also Kali. Okay. Now we have been now you see that we have actually logged in, right? Now let's switch to full screen mode. Click here, enter full screen. Now let's go ahead and then check the resolution here. So search for display. Okay. You see this is my native 1920 by 1080 pixels. So this is good. Now we'll be setting up the root user for this virtual machine. So let's open up terminal. Okay, and then type sudo su. Now enter the password for Kali, which is again would be Kali, right? Now type PASSWD root. This will allow us to reset the password for root user. So now enter the password, retype the password. That's it. Your password has been updated successfully. Let's exit, right? And let's try to log in with our root password. So switch now, enter root and the password that we have set up, and we have logged in as a root user. So that's it. So this is how easy it is to set up Kali Linux in in VMware Workstation and VMware Workstation Pro using Kali Linux images. Now let me go ahead and shut down the virtual machine. So what I would do is to go ahead and then suspend guest. Sorry, not suspend. I would actually shut it down. So shut down guest, and this will shut down the Kali Linux virtual machine. So that's it. This is done. Now we will go ahead and then install Kali Linux in VirtualBox. Now to install Kali Linux 2021 in VirtualBox, So this is the file, the image file that we have downloaded from the official Kali Linux website, which is here. So you see, so this is for VirtualBox image. Okay, so this is the file we have actually downloaded. So we have downloaded the 64-bit version, right? Okay. Now, how to get here is the same thing as like you have to go to kali.org and under download you would see, click on download, and at the bottom of the download page you will see the option to actually download the virtual machine files. Sorry, virtual image file. So here it is, Kali Linux VirtualBox offensive security, and then this will take you to the image file where you can download the image for VirtualBox. So it is here. Okay. So I have already downloaded it. Now again here you see that the default password is Kali. Username and password is Kali. Alright, so I have already downloaded this file. So this is about 3.7 GB. So normally let me open up VirtualBox. So just for convenience, I place the folder in the default VirtualBox VM folder. Alright, so under preference you see this is the default virtual machine folder, right? So this is there. So this is placed under user Salish under your user directory and VirtualBox VM. Okay, so you don't really have to do this. So normally what I do is that I copy the image. So it is just for convenience. I copy it. You can actually keep it anywhere you want. So that shouldn't be a problem. So under my username, I would see VirtualBox VM. Under this, I would actually go and then paste it here, right? So it is just for convenience. So you can place it anywhere you want. Okay. Now what I would go is that to start up the VM, we have to go to. So right now what we have is VirtualBox open. Now to start up the installation process, to start up the VM, right, VirtualBox virtual machine, what we have to do is we have to first import it. So under file, go to import appliance, right, and here you see that we have to open up the OBF file that we have downloaded, right? So click on open here to open the folder, and what we have to do here is we have to go to the place where I have actually put it. So let me go ahead and then VirtualBox here. Let me copy this folder. Okay, and then over here. Now you see, so this is the OBF file that we have to open. Now click on open, right, and then click on next. Right, now this is the default settings that we can actually change. Okay, so let me go ahead. So I can actually go ahead and then change it, right? So I would actually give 8096 MB, or we can do it later on also. So let's do it later on. Okay, so let's click on import first. Let me import it. Okay, so software license agreement, agree. Now wait for the import process to complete. This is actually extracting the VirtualBox virtual machine file. Now you see the VM has actually been exported, right? Now let me show you something. Let me go back to the VirtualBox folder. Now you see, now we see the VirtualBox image. The folder has actually been created, right? And it is about 10 GB in size, right? So normally I can go ahead and then change the folder name, but still it's okay. Let me go back to VirtualBox, right? Now let me go ahead and then change the settings. Okay. So under general, I would leave everything as it is. So under systems, memory, I would keep it as 8 GB. 8 GB. I have 24 GB RAM, so I can go ahead and then allocate 8 GB here. Okay. Under processor, I would make it 4. I got about 8 cores, so I can allocate 4 cores here. Acceleration, leave it as it is. Display, enable under display, click on enable 3D acceleration. Okay, under storage, normally, so you have to leave it as it is here. Okay, and I don't see we don't have anything else to change here. Display is good, storage is okay, audio is also okay, network is okay, rest everything is as it is. Okay, now click on OK. Now what we will do is that we would go ahead and start the virtual machine. So click on the arrow button here, start. This will go ahead and start the virtual machine. Now you see, we don't really have to create the virtual machine. We don't really have to install anything, right? All we have to do is to copy the image file, right? And we can automatically go ahead and then start the virtual machine, right? Now let's wait for the login screen to actually show up. So let me go ahead and so the default username and password is Kali, and enter your password Kali. Okay, login, and we have logged in to our so now we have actually logged into virtual machine. Okay, so let me close this one. Okay, this is also. Now let me go ahead here. Now let's see. Now let's switch to full screen mode. So view full screen mode. Okay, switch. Now we have actually moved to full screen mode. Now let's see the screen resolution. Display, search for display. Okay, now you see it shows me the native resolution. I don't really have to set up any gift additions or something like that, which we had to set up earlier. It is not required. Now our Kali VM is actually ready for us to use. Now let me go ahead and then create the root user. So by default, the root user is not created. So enter sudo su. Okay, sudo su. Now enter password, which is Kali. Right now, what we have to do is to type this password. So type this command to change the or set the root password. So type passwd password root. Right now, we have to specify the new password, and now specify the password that you want to set. Retype the password, and that's it. We are done. Okay, sorry. So the password does not match. Okay, let me do it again. Okay. Retype the password. Now you see password updated successfully. Exit. Now let me show you that this password actually works. Let me go and then switch user, and wait for the login screen. So this is now let me type root and the password that we have actually set here, and we have logged in as root user. So that's it, guys. So it is so simple to actually set up Kali Linux using the official images. So here we don't really have to set up and then wait for the process, wait for the installation process and all. Right. So all we have to do is to download the image, extract it, or rather say in this case export it in VirtualBox. Okay, and then just log in with the default password provided by Kali Linux itself. So now I would go ahead and then switch off the virtual machine. So ACPI shutdown. This will shut down the virtual machine. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. And in the description box, you can see the username, default username and password. So thanks for watching my video.